Irregular Nation! What's going on?
I'm the brains behind this whole thing. Trailer reaction. My feels in love.
It's gonna be some irregular beer pong going on tonight.
I'm gonna report the news every day and talk about nonsense that no one fucking cares about. Not for fucking 10 hours, not for 3 hours, not for 2, not for 1.
Welcome to another episode of the Irregular Toy Show. Ow! Irregular Nation, it's time for the updated room tour. All right, let's run over there. We always love to do the run. Hi, Kelsey. Bye. Irregular Nation, welcome to Earth 84. Irregular Nation, there's something going on here. Gotta go faster. Go hit that like and go hit that subscribe and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side all the time. This guy, Batman, with the Irregular whole production with me, the Irregular Need. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all later.
What's happening?
Oh, Irregular Nation! What is going on? Welcome to a live Irregular Spoiler review of Spider-Man No Way Home. What a fucking movie that was last night. Oh my God. It's nice to be back, right, Kelsey?
Yeah.
My shit's all like fucked up right now. Trying to use, you're trying to use the fucking camera and I always go the wrong way. Like, dicky, because remember, everybody, tonight is a spoiler review of Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you haven't seen this movie, as I go on, we're going to get into this shit. We're going to dive in. That's right. Once the glasses are on, spoilers start. Okay. So keep that in mind. So yeah, it's been about a little over a week since I've done a live stream. I miss it.
Your own?
Yeah, my own. I mean, of course, like I always say, guys, you can always catch me on the Nicotina Show. You can catch me on ACS Universe and a few other spots. Sometimes Zipper's, Zipper. I call him Zipper. Zebra. I like to call him Zipper. Yeah. So, oh God. Yeah, I'm just getting out the cobwebs. It's the holidays. It's fucking crazy. Work's getting insane. It's going to be a busy motherfucking week, I must say. But, it's what it is. And, of course, everybody to my left. That's right. And the camera is going to get twisted. It's going to get twisted because we can do that now. Is Miss Hope Productions as she dives. Oh, you wuss. And then we've got some bobs and craziness going on over there. That's right. Let's get that camera correct. Let's get it correct. I'm so sorry. Yo, I don't know, Kels. How did you feel about that movie last night?
I really enjoyed it.
Right?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I actually enjoyed watching you enjoy it. Anyone that sees a movie needs to see it next to Neil. Because he is 5 years old and he gets excited the entire time.
Me, 5 years old?
So
get the hell out of here. I'm not 5 years old.
Like,
I'm at least 7.
I don't know.
Come on. At least
He
7.
is cheesing the entire time. He's clapping. He's like,
Mhm.
oh yeah,
Yes.
the entire time.
Yes. No, without a doubt, the entire
It's
time.
fantastic.
But like I said, it's been a hot second since I've been on my own channel to not a hot, like, you know, it's been a second. Can't live stream every day or every other day. I'd like to do a couple more here and there during the week, but I just don't have the time, y'all. It's just the way it goes. But of course, always stay tuned for content. There's always content coming out, no matter what it may be. It could be a tour, it could be a toy show, it could be the Irregular Multiverse. You haven't seen one of those in a little bit. Don't forget, those are coming back. Oh yeah, they're coming back.
Oh,
the Irregular
good.
Neil never forgets
Oh, good.
about what he's doing. Yeah, Kelsey's going to be put back to work because, you know, right now the green screen's put away, right? The green screen's put away right now because there's a lot of Christmas shit going on up in this place. And it's a pain in the ass to take that fucking thing up and down. That thing is 10 by 10.
I know.
It's a big
I know.
mo.
It every single
Yeah,
day.
it's a big mo. I must say it's a big mo. But you know, so before I get going on all this stuff, because there's a lot to talk. I mean, there's a lot to talk about with Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, there was just so many moments where I was just like, I'm like, this is awesome. This is amazing. I can't believe they're doing this. I was like, holy shit. I would look over at Kelsey. I'm like, see that? See that? I'm like, do you see what's going on right now? I'm like, are you understanding the epicness? The epicness, is that a word? Did I make that up? No, epicness. No, that's not. No, that's.
I think it's a word.
It's a word. It's a word. And I was, oh my God, just flabbergasted with so much stuff that went on and the way they did it. And like let me tell you something. Like I said, spoilers aren't happening yet, everybody. They did the right service, I feel, for what they were trying to accomplish with this. Mm-hmm. They really did. So, and I must say, because we all know I'm a DC fan, Flashpoint's fucked. That movie's fucked. That movie's fucked. There's no way that movie's gonna even contend with this. No. But you know, people be like, it's not contending with this. No.
No,
not at all.
Feeling
not at all. I mean, you know how hard it was to get tickets for this? I know that the tickets went on sale for this movie. I think like 2 weeks in advance, but I didn't jump on that shit right away. I waited for the week of course. Oh my God, you know, how dare you, Neil? But it was so hard to get fucking tickets together. I could have got a ticket for myself, no problem. But Kelsey, you know, of course, wanted to come. We're gonna have to sit next to each other, but of course. So I finally found it. And
he's gonna rant about this now.
I went to, you know, an AMC. I love going to the one in Rockaway, which is, you know, in my area, and it's good. The AMC in Rockaway is awesome. They have the Dolby Cinema, they have the IMAX, they have, you know, all that stuff. Holy shit. Went to the AMC in East Hanover because that was the only one I found. Because, you know, we saw the movie last night, so this shit's fresh. I just saw it last night. That theater was a fucking atrocity. It really was. Talk about, and East Hanover over in my neck of the woods is a rich, you know, it's a ritzy area, you know, a lot of money over there. Fix your fucking movie theater. Holy crap. It's like they haven't even renovated anything. Yeah, you got the recliners, this and that. Oh my God. Walked in, saw that snack bar. Legit. I was like a popcorn and a soda. Kelsey might get an icy. You know, Kelsey just started going back to the movies because I drag her to the movies now. I'm like, yo, don't forget Matrix is coming out, so we're going to do that too. And I'm like, the fucking concession stand looked like it was abandoned. It literally looked abandoned. I'm like,
people there.
Bullshit. You saw popcorn and garbage all around the floor around it. Then you saw fucking... I was like, are they making popcorn or is that just popcorn from like 5 days ago that's just sitting on the counter? I'm like, I'm not going to fucking buy nothing from this place. That's like, what? I'm like, no. I'm like, look at this. And then, she needed a water for $5. I'm like, why didn't you pack a water? You always should pack a water. No.
What are you talking about? Because you always buy stuff at the theater.
Well, I know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. But
like,
as soon as we saw that, we're like, no. I was like, no. I'm like, I'm not going to buy shit from there. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then when we walk in, right, because you buy your tickets in advance because you have to get your seating and this and that. I'm like, is there anybody here to scan? There's like 3 people dealing with it and there's no lines at all. And I'm just like standing there. I'm like, what the fuck we do? I'm like, there's no organization here. I'm like, should we just walk in? Could have just walked the fuck in. I didn't even have to buy tickets. I could have just walked the fuck in. I was just like, okay. So yeah, that part of it, I need to go back and see Spider-Man again for a second time, but I need to see it how I want to see it. I got to see it in my Dobley. Got to see it in the Dobley. I love the Dobley cinema. Oh, love the way like everything hits and the speakers are right behind your ears, like, and you need that. You definitely need that. So yeah, AMC East Hanover. You get a for your conditions. How the way shit's run, step it the fuck up, renovate it, do something. Your parking garage is like from 1990. That thing is suspect to no end.
Yeah,
to no end. Here's a funny thing, right? So I know, all right, before we get into some of the, some of it, before we get into the spoiling shit, the crowd was good for the movie. There was that moment. I had that moment, of course, where, I was giddy throughout, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cheering, laughing, having a good time. There was a moment where I'm like, yeah!
No one.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, there's nobody clapping. I'm like, really? It was that moment where you're trying to get the clap going. Absolutely nobody clapped. I made sure to clap when the movie was over. I'm like,
I forget what that was.
I'm like, come on.
I forget what that was too, because I remember the moment.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact moment in the movie, but I was clapping and cheering, and nobody was like, you motherfuckers. But what was great was the person next to me, some kid. He was getting excited because I was getting excited because I was like, oh my God. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
But I was just, holy shit. So let's jump into the comment section real quick, see who's up in the house. I do appreciate anybody that is stopping in right now. Look, I know there's been a shit ton of YouTube channels that have already done their spoiler reviews. Shit, people saw it. Fucking an hour later, they're doing it. Whatever. I didn't want to do a spoiler review this early. I want to give people a little chance to see it, but I'm not going to have a chance to do this later in the week on my channel. So I was like, we got to just get this in. I mean, we didn't really have much of a choice. So thank you. I know it's the week before Christmas. So I'm sure a lot of people are out shopping. It is 6:40 something in the evening here on the East Coast. So everybody's running around. They might be eating dinner, this, that, the other. So I do appreciate anybody that wants to stop by and check this out and all that kind of jazz. So let me get up in that house, see what's going on. All right. And then we've got Caleb. What's up, everybody? Hello, Caleb. Josh, 032, Spider-Man No Way Home is goated. All right. Awesome. Huh? Greatest of all time. That's what that stands for.
I know, but they don't need to say that for you to freaking make the noise.
Oh, but I like it. But he didn't say it for me to make noise. I just make that. You don't like my goat noise?
No, I don't like your goat noise.
What?
How are you making this stupid
I make
noise?
the noises I want to make. I make the Donald Duck fucking thing. You love it.
I know.
Right, so don't even. Truth 31, what is up?
Like
what is up? Dark Star, hello, sir. Arkham Graphs, what's up, brother? Hi, Neil. How are you doing? Fantastic. I can finally relax now. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home. 10 out of 10. Very good movie. If it's 10 out of 10, that means it's an excellent movie. I loved it. Can't complain. Okay, I like that you can't complain. Most people like to. Dark Star, Spider-Man No Way Home. It was a goated film. Thank you, Dark Star. Fight. Where you all go to see the movie? Had to go. Well, if you were listening, Josh, I was in East Hanover, and oh no, why is that coming up again? That bar of death was coming up again.
Really?
What is with the internet tonight? We were in East Hanover at AMC. I was not happy with that theater. I did not want to go there, Josh. But had no choice, bro. It was the only place I found 2 seats together, and I had to get that shit in. I had to watch it. Had to make sure we got it in before the week hit, because once this week hits, I'm gonna be fucking crazy. So, Batman Beyond Gaming. Holy shit, No Way Home is the Spider-Man I've been waiting for, right? I mean, it was a fucking movie that, damn on so many levels. I went to AMC. It's goated, bro. Oh yeah, no, AMC is awesome. Just the one that I had to go to was not awesome. Damn, your theater is ass then. Yo, listen, that theater in particular, AMC in Hanover, no tan bien. Pizza caca. I don't like it. I don't like it.
He did not like it.
No, the one that we usually go to is the legit one. Stadium seating, all that kind of shit.
I want to go to the one with the heated seats. Next time we're going to the one with the heated seats.
Oh, that's near the Willowbrook Mall. Yeah, so definitely. So what up, Anthony? What up, sir? What do you got? What was it? The Daredevil? No.
People cheered for that.
We all cheered for that one. At my theater, there were kids and a shit ton of adults. Yeah, no, it was a mixture. Did they card you guys in the theater? I had to show my vaccination. What?
Well, he was in New York.
Oh, but yeah, you're in the city, bro. No, we don't have that problem over here.
We can go to public places.
Yeah, we can go public places where it's not, like you have to be stuck with a microchip. So we're pretty good. Dark Star, Neil, did you like Tom's new suit at the end? You fucking know I did. You know I liked that suit at the end. That got me so excited. Wow, that is slow, my mouse. Hi there. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Well, thank you, John. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. It's only New York City, shaking my head. Yeah, I guess so, guys. I guess you have to deal with that. Thank God. What the hell is wrong with this thing? It's so slow. It's being gay right now. Yeah. So, all right. You know what? Let's get into some spoilers. I will should I shoot some links out in a little bit? Yeah, in a little bit. In a little bit, I'll shoot a few links out. Let me just get some of my shit out of my mouth so I can talk. You know me, I can't help myself. LOL, microchip. Someone call Alex. Oh, shit. All right. So we're going to get into spoiler time. That's right, everybody. Once the spoilers start, the glasses must go on. So let's get this fucking party started. It's spoiler time. All right. Woo!
Where are you going?
I don't even know where I can begin, right? So when the movie starts, I like how it picks up where it left off. They don't waste any time in this movie. Did you feel like they wasted time? I didn't feel that they wasted much time. For a 2.5-hour movie, it flowed nice because you did have to have your character moments in the beginning, like the setup and everything that was going on.
If anyone was saying anything, I'd say that's where it was slowest, but I think it needed to be.
Yeah, and it needed to be at that pace, like you're introducing everything that is going on. A lot of the mysteries, so to speak, that everybody thought about, like, oh, Tom's, like the black suit, this and that was just because he turned his goddamn suit inside out because they threw paint on it. Mm-hmm. That was all that was. So it wasn't a suit to fight Electro, number one. Which, when you think about it, you wouldn't have had all that time to come up with all that shit, because if these guys are coming in after you make a wish and do the magician thing that was going on, you're not gonna have time to make suits and this and that. And yeah. So that right there was like, okay, misconceptions about, oh my God, they're going to kill Tobey. Hey, I did get nervous because we will jump into spoiler. When Tobey got stabbed, I went, no! And I did do that. I did say that. I did that in the theater. I went, no! No! Because you see him, he like makes the face like the, oh. I'm like, no! I'm like, don't you dare. But that didn't happen. It's
a little fake out.
But everything that led up to, like, the Spider-Man coming together. I mean, we got the Spider-Verse movie live action. Whoever thought that you would get something like that? I mean, there was no mysteries to the fact that you were going to see Tom Holland together with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. We knew that was going to happen. And that's what sucks about all the YouTube channels that are out there and the scooper poopers and all that kind of shit that throw out all that fucking stuff. When they get the photos, they have this inside, they have that. Well, yeah, a lot of those photos meant to be true. I remember it was when that Andrew Garfield one came out where he was like on a scaffold, this and that. It looked like a legit photo, but then you had people going out of their way to prove that it wasn't real. It was real. I mean, it just goes to prove about all the narratives in life. Like, yo, if you believe in something, then believe it's real or whatever it may be. But seriously.
Or just wait and see.
Or just wait and fucking see, like be excited. Because that's why I always say, like, expectations can ruin you when it comes to these movies. They can. And this movie, I'm sorry, it didn't not deliver. It really did. From action to the story alone and fan service, on point. It was on point. Yes, and even what was it? The one joke that everybody got all like, you know, the Scooby-Doo joke. But the Scooby-Doo joke was thrown in with a curse word. Shit. Can you go Scooby-Doo this shit now? You know, so it was delivered better. And that's why I always say, like, when people overanalyze previews, stop. You don't even know how they're going to do these previews. Like, what scenes are what, this and that. But, yo, when the first villain, when Doc Ock comes in and Green Goblin comes in, oh, my God. Like, you know, the use of the Spidey sense in this, the use of Tom Holland in general turned into Spider-Man in this movie. And you're like, man, we've been waiting for that shit for a long time. You know, for like the first couple movies. Yes. But you know what it also did too in my mind? Everything that led up to this movie, right? You know, like with the Spider-Man stuff when he was introduced in Civil War and all that kind of stuff, it all paid off. Because when everybody was trying, I remember even I would say it at times like, yeah, that's not Spider-Man. That's like mini Tony Stark or whatever. But he never really was Spider-Man until this movie, until everything that went on that happened, until he met the other two Spider-Men. The fact that they brought the other Spider-Man into this movie, and they didn't just shortchange these two guys either. They didn't shortchange Andrew Garfield, and they did not shortchange Tobey Maguire. They were used, and they were used good. They were used well, not good. I mean,
part of the story.
Yeah, a huge part of the story. And I was... oh my, like I got chills. I got chills talking about it because it's so exciting. It was just done so well. And I can't wait to see it again just to digest it one more time because I can go, like I said, I'm going to go all over the place. I can't help it. That's why I'm also going to shoot a few links out because it'll help drive me back because people will point out certain things that I'm like forgetting to talk about because I'm like, you know what I mean? And Kelsey was seriously enjoying when the Spider-Man, like when Andrew Garfield first came in, I was like this. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not Tom Holland. I know it's not Tom Holland, but which one are they introducing? And then the way that you see him walk in, you see him in the outfit. I was like, oh my God. So even for everybody, so like I said, we were talking Tom Holland, right? How people weren't liking that. Well, guess what? He finally turned into Spider-Man. You saw it in this. I mean, come on, his fighting with Green Goblin in this. Whoa. Just whoa. Mm-hmm. That was some intense fighting for that. I was like, this is fucking great when he's like pounding him, the speed. I think it's Willem Dafoe or William Dafoe. I don't know if it's Willem or William, whatever. Mr. Dafoe knocked it out of the park. Oh my God, that guy is such a great actor. I love that guy in so many things. What was it? I think it was the Boondock Saints, the first one. So good in that too. The guy's good in everything he does. He's quite the character actor, I must say, when it comes to it. And he killed it as Green Goblin. The fact that you got to relive all this, they brought the movies that people loved and they integrated the whole fucking thing. That's why I'm always like, stop hating on the fucking MCU, Disney stuff, this and that. I know there's narratives going out there. Huh? Yeah, they just did a fantastic job. Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, if his name's correct. I don't know all these actors' names. I really don't care about their actual names. Just who they're portraying in the movies. His character, I like the way that they brought him back. They humanized him, right? He was a villain, but he wasn't the villain at the end because he ends up helping them out. You know what I mean? So he goes back to the Earth. Seeing him and Tobey Maguire interact. Tobey Maguire, you almost got nervous, right? I hope he puts the suit on. Because you remember when he first arrived, he didn't have the suit on. But the bantering that just went on, between them. But the web shoot. I love when they when he shoots the web, they're like, that just come out of you? How do you do that? How's that whole thing was great. That was great. And then the way they were taking shots at each other's movies too, all three of them at one point was hilarious. I don't know if anybody caught on to that. When they're he's like, yeah, well, I went to space and fought an alien, this and that. And then when he's talking about the Avengers, remember when they're trying to come up with the plan? Yeah. They're like, oh, wow, that's great. How does that help us?
We have no idea what that is.
That's great. And then, like Andrew Garfield making fun of Rhino. He's like, yeah, I fought a guy in a mechanical rhino suit. I'm the worst. The emotional moments that hit in this movie were really delivered well. Aunt May. And it's funny, like, I'm like, why didn't I put that together at one point? I'm like, I should have put that together. Like, I should have known that, that was his Uncle Ben. And like, that's what they were also doing in this movie too. Even like for the people that weren't getting on with Tom Holland, you're bringing in the other two Spider-Men that, this class of people liked and that class of people liked, and they don't want to accept this one. Now you can accept it all. If you can't accept all three now, I'd be very shocked. Because now I want to see another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Will we get that? I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to go on. Personally, I'd like to see Andrew Garfield come back and do a few Spider-Man movies. I'm not going to lie. I mean, come on. All right, so Venom's coming, right? So we all know, the end credit scene with Venom, and then he leaves part of the symbiote behind. So that's entering that universe, but then he goes back to his universe. Now, if I'm correct, Morbius that's coming out, Venom, Carnage, all that kind of ties better for my mind into the Andrew Garfield set movie universe than it does with Tom Holland. So I'm hoping that they do that. I really hope that they do that, because seeing him back in the Spider-Man suit, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so Spider-Man. It's like killing me. I do know they want both him and Tobey back for, I don't know if it's Secret Wars or whatever they're leading up to. I know they want both of them back, but I really do want to see Andrew Garfield get another couple solo Spider-Man movies, because you have villains set up. It's time. And they both actually looked in that movie like they were having a good time. Yeah. It really did. You know what I mean? Like, how like you have like certain actors come back and you're like, yeah, it looks like they're just kind of doing it to do it. They look like they were really having a good time, I must say. Let me see what we got being said in here at the moment. Did they cut? No, just gotta get back to where we are. Let's be honest. Tom's new suit is looking better than trash Tobey. Oh, Dark Star. No way, man. Everybody's suit looked fucking phenomenal in this movie. Seeing them all back. Yo, when they all hugged, he was just like, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, this is so awesome. I'm like, how is nobody enjoy? Like, how they
maybe that was the moment.
It might have been.
There was a good chance.
It might have been. I mean, let's go to the Charlie Cox moment. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Even Kelsey's like, Daredevil! I'm like, woohoo! Kid next to me. And like, oh my God. And then when they even gave him his powers, when he catches the fucking brick, I'm like, thank you. You actually let him do something. And yeah, definitely Dark Star chill. What do we got here? Integrity 101. What is up? I like the movie. All three Spider-Men were great, but Tobey stole the show from me. Awesome. That's awesome. That's what I like to see. Like, I like to see all the different people's like everybody let me know who was your favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. Who was your favorite? Andrew left my stream twice, bro. What? Because you guys said something silly. Andrew was redeemed. I agree. If we're talking about Andrew Garfield, I agree. I feel that Garfield got a lot of the time when all three were together. I felt that he stood out the most at times. You know what I mean?
Yes.
From his mannerisms to his reactions to things, what they were talking about when he was because Tobey is the elder statesman, talking about how angry he is and where he was at. You liked right away, like when they heard about that everybody knew about who Spider-Man was, they're like, well, why would you do that?
Why would you?
Yeah, and there, it was just like everything that went on between bantering and talking between all, like everything was just good. Even between Tom Holland and his little universe of people, great. They didn't overuse Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I remember saying this a while ago, was used to set up his movie, like where we're gonna go, and that was a good. Throw him in there because he's needed. Yeah, well, he's needed for what was going on, which makes sense. And it just, I don't know. I didn't see any problem. with anything that they were doing. What do we got here? I'm kidding, Anthony. Yeah. Tobey, Darkseid, what do you got? Tobey was really good in the movie. I'll admit that, especially Andrew. Yes. Okay. Andrew stole the show. Thank you. No Way Home was great Spider-Man film. Yes. And I fucking agree, Caleb. I love, like, you saw how giddy I was when Garfield came on. Because number one, I love The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. Yeah, the second one's all like, it's still okay to watch. It's not a terrible movie. There's still a lot of good moments. Yeah, we didn't like what they did with Green Goblin, this and that, but whatever. Who cares? It still serves its purpose. It's no different than, like, say, Spider-Man 3. And we had those ties in. They tied everything together. Like, even things that were left off that people might not have liked, they addressed it in this movie in a stylistic or made fun of it. And it was really awesome. Scooby-Doo this shit. Neil, do you agree No Way Home and Ghostbusters Afterlife did amazing? Yes, I do agree, Anthony. I said, I'm like, after Ghostbusters, I'm like, Sony is kind of knocking it out of the park with, Venom's not like, oh my God, and to that point, right, is people be like, yeah, but these aren't amazing movies. These aren't cinema, this and that. No, it's superhero movies.
Good though.
So, like, yeah, they
packed houses, everybody.
They pack the house. They do what they need to do. So when you're watching it, you do want to clap. You do want to go, woo! You want to cheer. You want to cry. I got a little teary-eyed. I grabbed Kelsey when Aunt May went down. I went, because, okay. I got a little glassy-eyed during that scene because that was done well because you didn't see it, but you knew there was something wrong because she got nailed by, not by the debris. She got fucking nailed by the hoverboard, not the hover, whatever, the glider. Oh. And he had his fucking spikes out. And you just didn't know if she got stabbed. And then, like, oh my God, like, watching her face go down, I was like, oh God, she's gonna die. I was like, fuck, she is the Uncle Ben. She's Uncle Ben. Bring back actor. I don't know what that means, Anthony. Andrew in No Way Home reminded me of why dude. TWK, what is up? Watching Andrew Garfield in this film, I'm telling you, he needs to come back and do some Spider-Man movies. You need to throw him into the Morbius, Venom, Carnage universe, because I kind of think that's where it is. I mean, when you see the building in the Morbius trailer, isn't that the Oscorp? Because number one, Oscorp does not exist in Tom Holland's universe. Doesn't. It's not there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not there. Norman Osborn is dead in Tobey's universe. Now, that might be different now because they saved him, this, that, the other, but also existed in Andrew Garfield's. So, in my mind, to bring back both these guys, the actor that can continue is Andrew Garfield. I'm not saying Tobey can't, but you can bring Tobey back now in different roles because, number one, he put the fucking suit on. He was in the suit. I mean, that moment when they're, oh my God, when they're in the lab doing all that stuff, I was just like, in the combo that's going on between the MJs and all that kind of shit, just, you felt the emotions from the other Spider-Men. You know what I mean? Because, yes, it's Tom Holland's movie, of course, but bringing those two back to have that feel, and they came back in for like the last hour of the movie.
Yeah.
But they weren't overused and they weren't underused. They were used perfectly. The action, you saw Spider-Man action throughout. Tom Holland got the badass fighting scenes. But at like for anybody that watched Into the Spider-Verse, of course, you got those vibes, man. You got that in live action. Whoever would think that you would get a live action like movie like this? The only way that you usually do movies like this is when you do it in animation, because it's the only way you can really kind of bring everything together, do the action, storylines, this, that, the other. You can be a little corny here and there, and it's like forgiven. But they did this live action, and god damn, man. God damn, just talking about it. I was so hyper when I got home last night. I'm like, I can't go to bed. And I had work at 7 a.m. I didn't go to bed until almost 1.
He was.
You know,
wired.
that I was wired. I was fucking crazy. I'm like, I got to talk about this, but I can't talk about it till now, which is today. Like, holy crap. Fuck me. We also have to take a shot soon.
I know. I'm well aware.
What's up, Lucas? How you doing, sir? We got the college trilogy. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. You know, and Josh, I know like you, Caleb, and a few of the other guys, you guys are a lot younger than me, and you guys read comics, this and that, so you pick up on different riffs than I do. You guys all know I pay attention to a lot of stuff, but I don't have comic book knowledge, so to speak, like you guys do. So I know that when I see you guys hitting the way this is, because I know you're a big Spidey fan, I know Caleb's a Spidey fan. This just nailed it. This hit it on every avenue for Tom Holland fans, for Tobey fans, for Garfield fans. Yo, you got it. I'm a fan of all three. So when I got to see all three, damn. And then them being mentors at the time, but yet still struggling. It was just so enjoyable. So enjoyable. And then how about Ned? Ned might be, a Doctor Strange protege. We don't know. How about that fucking Doctor Strange trailer that we got all the way at the end? Whoa.
Oh, yes,
Holy fucking shit. Get me to Doctor Strange into the multiverse of madness now. Dark Star, we're gonna have Bully Holland doing the dance with the symbiote suit in the future. Not necessarily. I'm a really good lawyer. Love that line. LOL. Oh, dude. What? Yo, truth. When he came on screen, I was just like cheesing. And I'm looking at Kelsey. I'm like, I wonder how they're gonna fucking use him. Like
as it's going on.
I'm like,
as he's about to find out.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Oh my god. I'm like, are they gonna give him a series? Are they gonna give him a movie? I want him in a series because I think you could flesh Daredevil out better in a series. Yeah. But
I think he did great in the series, so I think it'd be a disservice.
Oh my god, give him a team up movie with Spider-Man.
Well, that'd be different.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
God.
That'd be so crazy.
Last night he was like, I'm gonna go dream about Spider-Man now. I'm like,
yeah, I'm gonna be Spider-Man now.
Okay.
We got Lucas.
You have fun with that.
I like how more people are loving Andrew Spider-Man now. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's the thing right there. And I believe you said, or maybe it was Darkstar, he's redeemed now. Yeah. Yo, if you don't want to see more Andrew Garfield, I'd be shocked.
What's wrong with you?
Why wouldn't you want to see more of that with what you saw? My God. Seeing all the villains, and that was another thing I enjoyed about this movie too, was the way that the villains came in, right? From all the different, like Jamie Foxx, he was good. He was good in that. But they all had limited roles. They all had, not overused. They served their purpose. And then watching them kind of like, watching the Tom Holland Spider-Man try to like, he's figuring out who he is, what he's supposed to do. He wants to try and help these guys. And it was just like, yo, man, it was just, woo! What was that? Oh, hi, Andrew. Yo, Neil, seeing Tobey Maguire back made me cry. I bet you it did, man. I know you're a huge fan of that. So hey, Andrew, let me know in the comments. Did you get a little nervous? Because I did when he got stabbed at the end. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you fucking kill him. Don't you kill him.
He was going like that.
I was like, no.
I was like, no.
That's what I said. I'm like, no. Out loud in the theater. And I was just like,
Oh, no, they don't.
And then I like how he's just like, I've been stabbed before. I'm all right. And then like I like how him and Andrew Garfield had like that love bond going on, like that brother bond that happened. And that was done in an hour. The way that they had all three of those characters interact. You're like, I need to see this again. I need to see another movie with this. Can you please do this? What the hell? Even the interaction between them and like the MJ and the Ned and then him talking about his Gwen Stacy, his MJ. And then when he ends up saving MJ of the Tom Holland universe and he catches her when he dives down and he looks at her and he almost cries and I don't know if you saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the way she died, Gwen. When he dove down, he was diving down when she was falling, shoots the web, tries to save her, and he catches her with the web, but it's too late, and it cracks her neck, and then he has to go, and when he gets down there, it's a very emotional scene in Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's why I said The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a convoluted, crazy mess, but it did have a lot of good moments in it still, too. And he's such a good actor that you buy into his Spider-Man. And the fact that like people don't like his Peter Parker, I'm like, he's a nerd, he's a geek. So I'm like, I don't follow that.
I don't get that.
I really don't follow that. But yo, Andrew, I know you cried, man. I know you got excited. I got excited. I love when he's like, "You're not gonna stay in that Bible salesman outfit, are you?" He's just like, and he's wearing a suit because, oh God, let me get. Oh shit, spoilers, fuck. Oh come on, Lewis. I know I love some. Yo, Lewis, get on it, bro. Get on it. John, love the scene when Andrew saved MJ. Yes, see, he's talking about that. Yo, dude, it was fucking awesome. It was so awesome. I was just like, holy crap. I was like, did that really just happen? You know, just it's like you were tying their stories. You were writing it off, but leaving it open. You know what I mean? Like you were filling out the characters and with things that people still wanted to see and hear about, like Peter interacting with Doc Ock, Norman Osborn, and all that. You know, like, Jesus Christ, dude, the movie just fucking hit. It just hit. Nobody in my theater screamed when Matt Murdock showed up. Yeah, see, that's funny. That's funny, Josh. I like that. You know, every theater, every time.
Interesting. Well, it's kind of like we saw Ghostbusters. Yeah, the first
one, we were all cheering, going crazy. Second one, there was more kids, like younger kids.
Yeah, I think it depends on when you're going.
Time of day, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, our theater.
We went kind of late. So
yeah, our theater went crazy. I had the guy next to me going, yeah, because he was jumping when I was jumping.
Because he probably thought he couldn't do that. And then he sees this he crazy man next to him.
Sees man-child right next to him, and it's just like, all right,
it's okay.
It's okay, bro. Just go. A lot of people on Twitter are campaigning for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, which is amazing. No pun intended. See, I figured. That's what I figured. So, like with what Dark Star's saying right there. See, I don't have Twitter, so I don't see all that shit. But I don't know why people wouldn't want more of him. I really don't, because he killed it. He literally killed it. Love Tobey. Enjoy Tom Holland finally as Spider-Man, seeing him turn into Spider-Man finally. But Andrew Garfield, for me, I need some more Andrew Garfield. I need another movie with him. I really do. What do you got? I freaked out when Tobey Maguire showed up. I know that, brother. King Andrew, King Tobey, Lewis, going to give this stream a like anyways because of Neil and Kelsey. That's why. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Sorry you haven't seen it yet, bro. I'm sorry. But that's why I say glasses on, spoilers on.
Get on.
Where's the love for Tobey? Is nothing but Andrew. Andrew? Yeah, I know you're chill, but you need to not start with your Tobey Maguire penis sucking. Calm down. I told you I love Tobey. But talking about what I like. And I like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I really do. I think he really fits it. So, yo, just seeing all three, as I speak to Andrew now, when they all stood next to each other, they put it on, they all do their poses, this and that. How are you not jumping up and down for each one? You know what I mean? And now that you got Tobey back, you can use Tobey in so many different movies and roles, because what else is that guy doing?
The guy doesn't have to do anything else.
Right. He can now show up. And now you know because some actors aren't always willing to put the suits on. You know what I mean? So they're like,
well, and as they age,
they don't,
he's a little older. So
right. He is
get that.
Yeah, because if you notice, his ears are getting a little bigger than his head. It's getting old. That's what happens. The ears always get bigger as you get older. I don't know what that shit is. I don't know how that works. I got tiny ass ears.
You got tiny ears.
I got some tiny ass ears. I don't think mine are.
They're going to have to be like 90 before they're bigger, I guess. No, but I just mean like for them to like put the suit on and do all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much stunts they actually do, but like.
Well, a lot of it's CGI. Some of it's green screen posing, this and that, but.
Yeah, no, I know.
They all had the suits on, and that's one of the major things. So I'm like, oh my god.
But you think as you get to a certain point, like, can you put the suit on still? Can you still wear it like that, or wear it in the correct manner? So that's cool.
Yeah, and they did. They all looked good. Yeah. And you gotta. What up, Forrest? Nice to see you here. You gotta love that. Wait, what was I gonna go with that? Oh,
I don't know what you're doing.
Fucking hell,
I'm
Neil.
sorry, Neil.
Damn it. That's all right. I'll get back to that.
So
When he-
it'll pop in his head.
it always pops back. It pops back. It's okay. I was looking at the comment and then I was gonna say something. And I'm like, it went away. So what do you got there, Faris? I always say Faris. It might be Ferris. Willem. It is Willem. Willem.
Oh.
Motherfucker. Willem Dafoe went from being corny in 2002 to being serious and badass. The guy literally kicked Tom's ass. And Tom kicked his ass though too. The fight sequences between him and Tom Holland were they were good. Because yes, he kicks his ass in the first scene, where Aunt May dies, this and that. But then watching Holland beat his ass at the end, yo. Then when he did that power bomb too, like there was a lot of really good Spider-Man fighting that was going on. I was just like, holy crap. And Willem Dafoe's acting in this was just like, wow. He was like legit killing it. Legit killing it, yo. Legit. You bought. What happened? Leave it. Just hit play.
No, I know. I hit it.
Oh. I was thoroughly impressed with that. And then I also heard that he also did a lot of his own stunts, wire stunts and whatever else. What do you got, Andrew? Yes, Neil, I was nervous when he got stabbed, but thank God he lived or I'd be a wreck for months. Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, boy. What do you got there? I honestly don't get the hate that Andrew Garfield got during the Amazing Spider-Man era. Me either. He redeemed himself in this movie. Totally agree. And I think he should finish his trilogy. I totally agree. There's no disagreement there. Oh my God, Andrew, how many different things are you saying here? What do you got here? Oh, wait. Yeah, he does. He really does deserve. I love how self-deprecating Garfield was. It was like the writers were aware he's not beloved and they ran with it. So good. Yeah, that's kind of what you were getting. We don't know why. Like I don't know why either. But I like what you said there, Truth, because that is true. That is true. And I like the way they played that. They really played it. And I love like that like the bantering when they're trying to like all team up together, like when they're all going together trying to team up, they're like, yeah, I'm used to working alone.
Yeah.
This and that. And then Tom Holland's like, well, guys, not to brag or anything, but I've been in the Avengers and this, that, the other.
They were just like, what is that?
They're like, what is that?
That sounds amazing.
But that doesn't help. But it was, and then them talking about their villains and what they've done. It was hands down everything I think everybody wanted for the most part, at least for me. I didn't want to see them not give anybody the right service, but the fact that they fucking were making fun of their own movies, but it also felt like they were setting Garfield up to be like, yo, I think we can bring him back. And then what do you got? Tobey deserves Spider-Man 4. Well, yeah, dude. I think honestly,
they kind of all do.
I think they all deserve to come back, to be honest. They all need to come back. Especially you make Tom Holland finally become Spider-Man. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what his role is going to be going forward. I don't know if he's just going to be thrown into. I don't know what his contract is, because that's what this comes down to. That he's either going to be like, guest appearing in movies, just kind of teaming up with people, or he's going to get another solo. I really don't know, but I mean, they now just set themselves up to go wild, to literally go wild. What do you got there, Andrew? You guys think oh God, get out of here with that. So stupid.
It does.
But you do. Yes, you do. You definitely do, sir. So let's see. Should we throw out a couple links? Why not?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to get some shots?
Yes.
No? Maybe? Possibly?
No. For me.
Just for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Oh. I feel so left out.
Oh, he's like, I can't be left
I feel so left out.
It's my show, and you don't want to include me.
Why don't you want me to be included? Don't do that to me.
You're a little whiny.
Am I whiny? I'm not whiny. I'm not whiny. Get out of here. That's not nice to say to me. Oh my God. Trying to find some of this shit right now is a pain in my balls. There we go. Gotta get that. Sorry, everybody. Just give me a second while I'm doing this. Keep throwing stuff in the comments, please. All right. True. Did you change your fucking name? Why did you do that? All right. Hopefully that's still you. I'm not sure. There we go.
Take your sunglasses off.
Oh, no, it's not that I have to take my sunglasses off. It's never that. It's never any of that. So I just threw a couple links out there. I don't know if anybody's want to get some shots. Yeah. Caleb's laughing at me.
One.
Want to get some shots. Hell yeah. Yo, guys, check this out before we go on, right?
But we always have to.
Oh, Kelsey got us. I don't want to spill it. Oh, we got our names on these. Yeah, we got Neil, we've got Kelsey. That's right.
Really?
Huh? Woo! Don't spill it on the computer. All right, everybody.
That's kind of your thing.
Oh, excuse you, miss. Cheers.
Cheers. Neil.
Cheers, everybody out there. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man.
Ow!
Holiday stream here.
Oh, those are tiny.
It's like, I'm like, where's the rest?
Oh, okay. Well, I just sent it to you anyway. That's what I figured something was up. I'm like, what is this new one that you're following me with? All right. So, did you knock Santa over?
Santa.
Why would you do that?
Santa.
Why would you do that?
Sorry, Santa.
So, in the comments, everybody, leave me some of what were some of your favorite scenes? What were some of them? Did anybody get really upset when they saw Miss Marissa Tomei go bye-bye? I wasn't. I thought you knew she was like the Uncle Ben of the universe, but well, actually I kind of didn't until that did happen, but you needed something like that to happen. And then some people might say like, oh my God, I can't believe, like you don't expect a Marvel Disney movie to actually kill some of that off. And you're like, they did it. They killed her off.
Well, come on.
Come on, they did kill Bambi's mom. I mean,
exactly.
that was very sad.
Oh my God. I can't watch that movie again. I'll die.
What do you got here? William Dafoe was more scary without the goblin mask. I agree. His delivery in the movie, like, him doing his split personalities was just so like menacing. It was disturbing. Peter. Like the way he was talking and everything, he was extremely sinister throughout this. Extremely sinister. To the point where you're like, yo, can we get a little more Willem Dafoe? Can we? Because that was the Goblin we wanted to see. That's why that might have been also part of the reason why the hate came for the Andrew Garfield universe was what they did in the second Spider-Man. Nobody enjoyed the Goblin and how it looked, even though that's kind of how a Goblin would look. Scary as fuck. They're not going to look all pretty and normal looking. No, they're going to look like a fucking Goblin. So, they did do that. They just didn't pay enough service to it with that. It was like a rush kind of thing. And that's kind of like, that's why I wanted to get some other people in here just to like throw stuff at me to be like, yeah, like, oh, I remember seeing this, that, the other. Kelsey, what was your favorite scene? If you can kind of like, if you remember certain things, like what was like one of your favorite?
I like, me, I like a good action sequence.
Yes, I do.
So I liked all that.
You liked every action sequence for the most part. Now, because I do know that there is a nation out there that is trying to hate and welcome.
I I'm not saying that it needed to be the entire freaking thing. That's
Right.
That's obnoxious. That would've been,
Right.
Fuck you.
Truth. What is up, brother?
What's going on?
Not much, man. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We still talking like on Instagram and stuff.
Hi.
When you send me your videos,
Yeah. Well, there's always that communication.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
She apologizes for my crazy.
I'm used to it. Right? I'm used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but like I'm forced to deal with it. You're not.
You're
Block him.
never forced. You're never
Just
forced.
block him. It's okay.
Oh.
Thumbs him down.
So, Truth, my boy. What were you before you dive into it? Were you a fan of Spider-Man: No Way Home?
I was. I did not expect to like. First of all, I retired the name Trash Holland. He will now be known as Tom Holland. So there you go.
Yeah, I figured you would.
He redeemed himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like that was my main complaint. It's like he's always whining. He's always crying. I'm just like, can this kid like grow up? And by the end of this film, oh my god, this like I felt bad for this kid. I was like,
Right?
it's like because he has nobody now. He has no MJ, no Ned. Aunt May's dead. He doesn't have the Tony Stark to rely on anymore. He made his own suit. Thank you. And the fact that he can't even go to college now, he has to get his GED. I was like, oh my god. But again, I like that. I like the best thing about Peter Parker's Spider-Man is when Peter Parker's life is destroyed, is ruined, because that makes the character more interesting to me. And the fact that now he can go on to college on his own by himself, doesn't have to rely on anyone. Like now, I'm interested to see how his journey, progresses. So I'm like, oh yes. Now I'm on board.
Is he signed on to do more? I mean, I'm sure he'll cameo going forward, but is he signed on for like any more solo?
I think he's gonna do like 3 more.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna do the college trilogy, right?
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
So I think he's gonna do 3 more.
That suit looked great. When I saw that, I'm like, but you know what I love, Truth? You know what I love what they did with this movie? Was I guess anybody that had any problems with each Spider-Man, you kind of got that rectified in this movie in my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's almost like they had like a long list. It's like, okay, check this off. Okay, people don't like this. They even mentioned Iron Boy Jr. in the movie, which I thought was awesome.
Bro, I mean, the fact that he makes fun of the Rhino character. Like, what a guy in a mechanical Rhino suit.
Yeah, he's like, I know.
Like, they're all going back with like their quick war stories. I mean, bro, that interaction, I swear, I was cheesing, going crazy. I'm like, Kelsey is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I kept like nudging her. I'm like,
It probably would have been okay for us to get us seats in separate places.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my god, this is really going on right now. We're seeing all three because you didn't know how they were gonna do it. I was a little nervous with that. I'm like, how are they gonna do it? Because everybody's like, oh, we don't know if they're in it. No, they're fucking in it. Knock it off. You were just like, how are they gonna do it, and what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna kind of like make them show up real quick at the end?
Yeah.
Or are they gonna actually have them in the movie? And they had them in the fucking movie.
Yeah, they were and they were all vital too. And I love how the movie showcases, like, even though they're all Peter Parker, each of them is different in their own way. And like Tobey's the elder statesman. Andrew seems to be the more neurotic, all over the place Peter Parker, which is I really like. He was hilarious. And of course, and Tom is still learning to become Spider-Man, and I love that. I didn't like the fact that when they're all doing the you're Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, well, Tobey should be number 1 because he's the oldest one, and he's the more experienced, and you should be number 2. And Andrew Garfield's like, yeah, I'm number 3. All right,
whatever.
I love it.
Do that anyway.
Yeah, and Andrew seemed genuinely excited to be Spider-Man again, and you could just see it in his performance. He's just like, I'm so happy to be here.
That's what I mean.
See, I was right.
I didn't know if anybody was picking up on that. I'm like, watching him when he walked through, right? Ned's doing his thing. I even like the little tie-ins they're trying to do, whether they were corny or not. You're just trying to find use for these characters within this story that you're telling, and it's a big story.
Yeah,
and it wasn't that you couldn't buy what they were doing. And then when you see that Spider-Man running out, I'm like, oh shit. Which one is it? Is it Tom? Is it Tobey? It was not Tom. I mean, is it Andrew? Is it Tobey? It was Andrew. And he comes in his Spider-Man thing and he's like, we all got here. And then you're thinking about Into the Spider-Verse, how they did that.
Yeah.
And we're getting a live action version, but a different version of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, the interaction between him and that, they're like, climb on the wall. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And
It
then you
was,
see,
it was so good.
bro, did your theater go crazy when they both came in that scene?
Oh yeah, I went crazy. Even though
Okay,
like
you
I'm not
went
the
crazy.
biggest fan of Andrew, I still got excited. It's like, oh shit, is that Andrew? I was like, no, that's
Uh-huh.
not Andrew. It's like, oh, he's coming. And when
Uh-huh.
Toby came out, oh my god, the
You
fucking
lost it.
theater erupted. I was like, yes, Toby. Everyone was clapping and shit. It was just like I loved it. And seeing, first of all, he still looks good in the suit. By the way,
He
I love Toby.
does.
He
Yeah.
can still do Spider-Man 4. I know some people were like, well, Toby didn't, really seem like he wanted to be there. And I'm like, no, I just think again, you have to remember, like, this is an older version of Peter Parker. So he's going to be like much more understated. He's going to be much more subtle. And he's been through a lot. And I love the fact that they gave us little insights into Tobey Maguire's life. He's like, well, how was it with MJ? It's like, well, it's still complicated, but, working things out. And I love Andrew Garfield's little side story about how he became bitter and he stopped pulling his punches. I was like, ooh.
We need to see that.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on there?
We need to see that. Oh my God. Like, that's why I'm like, yo, that's why I feel that they really went in with that Spider-Man a lot. And like everybody had equal timing, equal time on there. Everybody served their purpose. Everybody had like you said, integral part to what was going on. Yeah. But when you're watching the performances, at no point in time did I see Tobey Maguire checked out of the role.
No.
He looked fucking nothing but happy.
Yeah. He could have easily been checked out. It's like, yeah, just give me my paycheck and I'm out of here.
Yeah. And you saw, the smile on his face when all three of them, like at the end, were saying goodbye to each other. I teared up a little bit. I was just like, this is great. Watching them all hug and they're all so happy. Like Andrew Garfield, like talking about the multiverse stuff. He's like, oh my God, yes, it's real. Like, this, that, the other, because he was excited to be on another Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Toby too, and then I love the talking of the webs. That was great. That was.
I was wondering if they were going to address that.
They addressed everything, brother. I felt that they addressed everything.
Yeah.
When it came to it, even Tom Holland was addressing the hate that he got.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I was in the Avengers. I fought a big purple guy, and I went out into outer space. And then that's when we got to Andrew Garfield going, I fought a guy in a mechanical rhino.
I'm kind of lame. He's like, no, you're not lame. Like, you're amazing.
You went to space. Wait, you fought an alien, a symbiote from outer. So you're like, oh my God, they're all kind of taking knocks.
Yeah.
At what people don't like about their particular Spider-Man.
But doing it in a fun way where they're not really like, making fun of each other. Just a wink and a nod. It's okay.
Right. Yeah, man. And I was just,
it was
I can't wait to go see this again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna see it again. And I love the fact that, they keep addressing Toby's back. He's like, oh, my back kind of hurts. Yes. He's like, you want me to crack it? He's like, all right. He's like, I love that.
I was dying laughing. He's like, oh yeah, that's good. He's like, yeah, I'll do that. I got you.
Yeah, just fun little nods.
And I was talking about it earlier too. It cracks me up with the pooper scoopers out there. Like, you remember when all these photos were coming out, like with the picture of all three of them standing there, and then one guy's like, well, the light reflecting is going a different way, so therefore that's a fake photo. And then I'm like, it probably is real. It's just some asshole that wanted to get it out and get viewership.
Yeah.
But at no point was that ruining the movie, because like I said, if you fucking didn't think that all three were in this movie, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
it makes me question if the leaks, quote unquote, were done on purpose just to build up more hype for the movie.
Narrative, bro. Why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'll always do that. It's a really good one. Because I mean, you want to get as much traction, whether it's positive, negative, indifferent, whatever. You got to get you got to get people on it. You knew this was a huge IP. You knew people were going to be all over this. I mean, I think it's still sold out. Kelsey told me her brother still can't get tickets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here in because I went to the AMC Empire 25 on 42nd Street, and it was fucking packed.
And he's mad he didn't see it because he wanted to join.
Oh, he wanted to join in on this. Yeah, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, because I had to go to fucking trash East Hanover AMC. Let me tell you,
Not
bro,
a good theater.
I was fucking livid. I didn't want to go there in the first place, but I
Yeah.
couldn't get seats together anywhere else. I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck. And when we went there, I go, I'm always excited to go to the concession stand,
Yeah.
get some popcorn, soda. Kelsey gets an icy, like, all right, here we go. I walk up, I'm like, is it fucking abandoned? I'm like, has this thing not been in use? There was fucking shit all over the floor. I didn't see no popcorn popping. I'm like, I'm not getting
worst.
shit from
Oh,
there.
that's terrible. Terrible.
And I always like to go to the Dolby Cinema
Yeah.
because of the way
theater.
like the sound hits and everything.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger screen. I know it's not IMAX,
Mm.
but still. I like that. I like the way everything's like separated with pillars and shit and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, this is fucking sick. But
Just very immersive. I just like, I love it.
And I like that. Good word. And then that is what I need to go see it the second time. Like I had to see it the second time in the Dolby Cinema.
Well,
because
wait a week or two.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm fucking going. Going. You coming with? Are you gonna come with? I don't know. We gotta go see Matrix too.
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, I'm excited. Kelsey hasn't been to the movies in years. I've taken her to the movies like 3 times already in the last week and a half because of Ghostbusters. I saw that twice. Gonna see this twice.
You know me. I just don't like to
Yeah, I gotta digest this movie again because there is things that I need to see again. Like, that Aunt May scene. That was a tough scene, man.
It was a tough scene. It didn't really work for me all that much, just because I like Marissa Tomei. Just the character just hasn't been used all that well.
It hasn't been used, so it didn't feel
like,
warranted as much.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, well, like that sucks. Oh, and Tom Holland, he did an incredible job. Just be like,
the acting in that moment.
Yeah, the acting was phenomenal. Just like I was like, all right, I was like, Aunt May, well,
I didn't care that she went because she didn't really serve much purpose in it, but you saw what they were doing throughout the movie with her, and I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, and she's in this battle where he's fighting Goblin.
Yeah. And by the way, in that scene when they're in the, I think it was Tony Stark's place or Happy's place.
Yeah, Happy's place. Yeah.
Yeah, and Tom Holland's spider sense goes off, and the camera just zooms in on Tom Holland because he's trying to figure out like, why is my spider sense going off? And then he figures out, oh, it's fucking Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, and then he finally shoots the freaking web at him. Bro,
I was like, that scene was fucking intense. I was like, oh shit, because you're like, what the fuck is going on?
This is what I mean. See the chills, man.
Man.
Like you just even pointing that out. That's why I'm like, I gotta get people on here. I gotta get someone on here that's like huge with Spider-Man, just loves it. And at no point, that's why I'm saying, like with Tobey coming in, Tobey was not underused whatsoever.
No. He wasn't underused or Garfield. My only disappointment was we didn't get an interaction with Tobey and William Dafoe. That was my only disappointment.
You didn't really get a big interaction, but I did love the Doc Ock moment with him. That whole thing, that was cool. Yeah. And I like that Doc Ock didn't go evil anymore. Like he came back to help them out because he was cured, so to speak. Now, they're supposed to now be alive now in his universe, correct? Or do they go back to death?
I think Doc Ock goes back to death, and I think Norman is still alive.
Norman's still okay.
Yeah.
Because and then here's a question I want to ask you, right? All right. So now that we got the Morbius movie, and then so the end credit scenes, right? Well, not the Doctor Strange one, but the one with Venom. I always forget what the hell's the actor's name. I always forget his name.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Thank you. Tom Hardy. Now, I didn't see Venom, Carnage, or Carnage, whatever the hell it was. I know that didn't they have Tom Holland in an end credit scene or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it wasn't to tie him into his universe. It was to just tie the fact that he's going to be there, and now he left part of his symbiote there.
Yeah. For the most, I think so.
Isn't he tied into Morbius and all that and Andrew Garfield's universe? Because don't they show Oscorp?
Yeah, they show Oscorp, yeah.
And that's the Oscorp we saw in the Andrew Garfield movies, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm thinking Tom Hardy's going back to the Sonyverse.
Right, he goes back to the Sonyverse. Yet it's all there. Because I know they're going to do some kind of crazy shit going forward. But wouldn't you kind of think that they might now have the option to bring back Garfield and do another movie with Carnage, with Venom? You know,
I mean,
with
you would think.
with Morbius, you would think, right?
Yeah, you would think that they might do that. I'm more excited that MCU is going to introduce a new Eddie Brock because they're
Oh,
clearly setting up.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because they're clearly setting up a brand new Venom saga for Tom Holland. Because why else would they just show the symbiote? So
Very
that's going
true.
to be very interesting. That's going to be like, okay, I see what you're doing. Again, just the building blocks for the whole Black Suit symbiote is going to be very fascinating to see.
And then I thought it was funny when everybody was like, "Oh, the black suit. Oh, it must be for Electro." No, he just turned that shit inside out.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, okay.
I was like, aha. Because then I'm also like, yo, if they start doing new suits, I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
and all those suits are just terrible. Hey, what's up, Krypton?
Krypton, what's up, dude?
Niall.
I'm here too, I know you're afraid of me.
Krypton, you better say hi to Kelsey.
Because I know you're scared to death of me. That's why you have my back here.
What did you say, Krypton? I saw it again, still cried with Aunt May, LOL. Oh, that's cute. Hey, man. Hey, I got teared up in that scene because Tom Holland was killing it. Because you felt his pain more than you felt the fact that she was dying. You just felt like, oh my God, I'm losing her now. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got, Andrew? Aunt May didn't hit me. Yeah, only. Yeah, I know, dude. You and your Tobey craziness is kind of scary. Krypton, they do that shit all the fucking time. I don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. Josh, what do you got? What do you got there, Josh? Oh, I hate when the fucking mouse works slow. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man should have been in Venom 2, so that's Spider-Man and Venom team up against Carnage. What? Why did he have to be in part 2? You didn't even see him until now. So now it makes more sense to see the reception that you got from each one. Yo, if you don't bring Tobey back in some type of role, now I heard they want to bring them back for, did they call it Secret Wars or what? I don't know.
I think it's just a rumor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because tons of rumors are going to start. Yeah. Whether that be true or not, I would definitely bring him back for another cameo style thing like you did here. Would you give Tobey his own movie again? I don't know.
Why not? Why not?
You could. It just depends on the story you want to tell.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to. What story do you want to tell with that? Because you're not going to give him a trilogy again. I can't see them doing that. Morbius should take place with the Amazing Spider-Man continuity. Well, that's what we're talking about, Josh. That's what I think. That's what I think they would do, because that's how I feel like they're tying it in loosely.
Yeah,
I may say. What you got, Kelsey? You people have no heart if you didn't tear up at that moment with Aunt May. Yeah, seriously, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It was a good scene.
It's for real. Yo,
really?
Like
take a good look in the mirror. What the fuck's wrong with your life?
I teared up when there was a scene where Tom Holland was crying on the roof, and then Ned and then Mary Jane come and they hug him.
They're all hugging and they're crying together. Yeah, that was emotional. Like, oh, that was emotional because you're thinking about.
We like emotional moments.
Oh, always. I love an emotional moment. Love it. You think about like what they've went through their movies, right? And where they're going to now and what's about to happen and what sacrifices he's going to make. And you're feeling that pain of his emptiness that's going on right there. And then you see that in the fight. Yo, the fight scenes between Willem Dafoe and Tom Holland. Ooh.
Oh, he was destroying him. He was destroying Tom Holland.
Bro, those were some serious fight scenes.
Yeah, the way he was just laughing when Tom Holland was
punching him like left and right. And he's like, ha, 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 ha. I was like, holy shit, bro! I'd be freaking the fuck out.
He was so good. I was like, because I was afraid that they might, depower William Dafoe just to make Tom Holland look good, but he fucking destroyed him.
No, he was destroying him. But that's kind of like, and you can kind of tie that in, right? Like when you're watching that fight, because they're at like, certain power levels, this and that, to a Superman versus Zod or Feora kind of thing. It's not the fact that Superman's not, powered and this one isn't. It's the will, it's the head, it's what your state of mind is. And his state of mind was he couldn't beat that goblin. There was no fucking way. That goblin, if the other Spider-Man weren't there and all the other factors were there, that goblin would have killed him. Yeah. Definitely would have killed him. But then you saw the the roundabout where it gets to the end where he's just like all his inhibitions are gone, this and that, and watching him wail on Defoe, and then he power bombs him, like all those like, power bomb moves and all that shit. Yo, dude, that was some serious shit.
I love
That.
it though.
I thought that was great. I was like, wow, they are going in on the fighting.
And that's like when the movie just completely shifted, because like the first hour.
Yes.
You're like, okay, this is like, Marvel standard MCU.
Usual.
And then
Yes,
once they
usual.
introduce William Dafoe, like that, then the movie just like, okay, we're getting to some serious shit now.
It took another round. You brought the crazy fucking.
Yeah, no
and
more
they
kidding.
and they played off his split personalities like they did. Like that's what I mean. They stayed true to the characters.
Yeah.
Per each movie, the continuity to their movies. And I was like, good job.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not trying to fuck around with anything here. They're not trying to be like fresh or this or that. No, they're just going at it. What do you got, Josh? That Venom post-credit scene had so much potential, but did absolutely nothing in the movie. Well, what do you mean, Josh? It served the purpose of him leaving.
Yeah, the symbiote.
That's it. That was the purpose of that. The purpose was like, yes, Venom is there, and he's now in the MCU. Yes, you already knew that, this and that. But it was to set up another little thing. Well, it's not little, it's a big thing. Yeah. So that's going somewhere. That's going to connect to somebody. It's going to go, like you said, to Eddie Brock. But who's going to play Eddie Brock? We don't know. We don't know. The
MCU's version of Eddie Brock.
Right, exactly. And they just introduced all the different Spider-Men from all the different universes.
Yeah.
And you don't know all these other people that they were showing that were coming in. We don't know who those people were. We don't know. Mm-hmm. Where's Marcus telling me it was the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not here.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. No, he was hitting me up earlier about like people on Twitter complaining about Spider-Man No Way Home and the Disney Marvel formula ruining cinema. Shut up. Shut up. You can't. You know what's so funny? Secret Wars. Thank you, Anthony. You can't fucking go at these movies. Like, all right, you have an indie movie that's coming out. Why the fuck would you try to rival Spider-Man? Why would you put your movie out at this point in time? You can't do that. That's a huge IP. You're going to want to go see Spider-Man or someone's indie film where you have to sit there and go, wait, what? What the fuck am I doing? Why are you trying to be overly artsy right now? Oh, okay. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
and then
I just want to have a good time in the movie theater.
Right. And these are the type of movies where you go to the theater to have a good time. To cheer, to laugh, to cry, to go, oh, and all that kind of stuff. Because that's the point of these movies.
Yeah. And everyone's is excited to be there too. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna see Tobey? Like, what do you think? Like, and that's the whole point. Right. People want to get excited.
Like, why wouldn't you? That's right. Krypton versus Kelsey again.
I will go anytime.
Fat ass. Dude, what do you got? Dude, that moment when Andrew said to Tobey that if you're going on a battle as a youth pastor, I died laughing. I got Tropic Thunder flashback because he has a pastor. Oh yeah, he is a pastor with Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
That was like the last time you saw him in a movie because he wasn't in anything prior to that either. So you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that was funny. And then I like when he pulls down his shirt and he's like, it's right here, man.
Oh yeah, I still got
it. And I like how like both there's Marcus. I like how both of them were like kind of like, wait, everybody knows your identity?
Yeah.
Like what are you doing, guy? Like why would you do that? Don't do that. That's the dumbest thing you can possibly do. You're putting yourself and everybody else in danger. But that's where like you like seeing the elder statesmen of both of them, but Tobey was the father for all of them. While Andrew's like, yeah, I'm right. No, you're not there yet, buddy. You're still fucking up, dude. The moment where he saves MJ and he almost cries.
That was a good moment. I love that
great moment, man.
Yeah. She was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. She's like, and he starts crying. He's like, are you okay?
Man. I was like, oh my God. That's why I'm like, they're really killing it with this shit. Yeah. What do you got there? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's almost like the writers knew, like, okay, everybody loves Tom for the most part. Everybody loves Tobey. Let's really work on Andrew because people are divided on Andrew. So let's really take care of him, take care of his character, and show people like, okay, listen, he got a bad deal. It wasn't his fault. And now look, everybody's on Twitter like, can we get TASM 3, please? We love Andrew. Come back. It was like,
yeah,
okay, well,
you know, people probably went back and watched that.
What, TASM?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely say. You know what's funny? Peacock just put all 3 Spider-Mans on.
Oh yeah.
And
I wonder why.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you want to? Come on, man. You gotta get people to sign up. See, why wouldn't you want to?
For everything.
You gotta use that for everything. I have to tag that shit. Come on.
No one understands.
Darkster, I hope the casting for MCU Eddie Brock is good and that they finally do justice to the Venom character. Well, we'll find out, bro. We'll find out. I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's not Tom Hardy's Venom because I'm not the biggest fan of that.
No, I don't. He's like kind of like, look, you know, Sony is killing it lately. You know, they have all their movies coming out. You had Ghostbusters. I mean, Venom Carnage, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it's enjoyable. The first Venom, I waited for it to, you know, come out. I watched it at home. I'm like, all right, that was enjoyable. Yeah. But if I saw it in the theater, I wouldn't be very satisfied. You know, but he's more, it's like he's more of like an anti-hero than actually Venom.
Yeah.
And Venom's, I want to see Venom bad. I want to see him bad.
Actually, fucking scary.
Yeah. And then, but you know, like that was another setup too, bro. Before I read Marcus's whatever here. You look at like what he was talking about. He's like, yeah, you know, I should go pay a visit to him. Now he knows like a Spider-Man lives in, you know, the Bronx and all the Brooklyn and all that kind of shit. Like, why wouldn't you? What? So now he's gonna go maybe to his Earth to see if there's that Spider-Man. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there, and then you can throw in Garfield's fucking Spider-Man. Let's go.
Yeah, because I think Tom Hardy lives in San Francisco, right? In that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you can travel to
New York. Come on, let's fucking do it, man. Do it. Marcus, I was honestly expecting what? F4 to show up? Who the fuck is F? Oh,
he just showed
it. Fantastic Four. Thank you, Kelsey. To show up in this movie, even Miles Morales. Well, they mentioned, you know, Jamie Foxx goes, man, I thought you were gonna be black.
Yeah.
He always like
my whole theater clapped, by the way, when he said that. I don't know. Did your theater clap when he said that?
I did. Was that the moment? I don't know. There was a moment. Truth, I can't remember what moment it was, but I was just like, yeah. It was just him. And I was like, I think it might have been that moment.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I'm that guy trying to start the clap, and no one's going with me. The slow clap.
You're like that guy from Not Another Teen movie where he just tried to start the slow clap.
Yeah, start the slow clap every single time. But I went, yeah.
So everybody heard him.
I was like, all right.
Everyone was just like,
all right.
Yeah.
My bad there. Marcus, oh God. Kang the Conqueror is behind all of this. It's his plan. His plan? Okay, his plan, Neil. He purposely let Spider-Man
happen.
Okay. All right. Well, if you watch Loki and all that kind of stuff, Kang the Conqueror is, and you know, he sees all of it. Everything that happens, just blah 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 blah. Okay, Marcus. That's a nice theory. It's a nice theory. Still doesn't mean the Fantastic Four is coming.
Yeah.
No Emily Blunt, no John Krasinski.
Triggered.
What do you got, Ant? You know what's crazy? We live in a society where Brandon Routh got redeemed as Superman. I know where this is going to go. And Andrew Garfield redeemed as Spider-Man and Jared Leto as the Joker. Okay. I agree. Okay. Yes. But in my mind, if you're listing all three right there, right? For me, and I'll ask you next, if I'm looking at an ABC choice here, who gets to continue with their character? For me, I'll go A would be Brandon Routh, B Andrew, C Jared Leto. B gets to continue with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
true.
Andrew Garfield seems like the most likely to get because Warner Brothers just has no interest.
It's the studio. It's the studio. And when you're looking at what they're doing with Morbius, the more you see that trailer, you're like, yo, this movie actually looks like it could deliver some good shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's going to be terrible. And they do make him look freaky as fuck. They actually stick to the Morbius look, the vampire look. So, yo, I can see him continuing that with that character more than the Joker character just because of the time frame of where we're at.
Yeah.
And you can go with these movies now because, dude, Marvel just has everything set up where when we're waiting for the other stuff, yo, I want Brandon Routh as Kingdom Come Superman in a series so bad. So bad. I really do. It's killing me. Every time I see, like, I'll go through my feeds and shit, and I see that photo, like all like the pictures that he took in that suit.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like,
good, by the way. I was like,
yeah,
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
why?
why won't you
him in that?
capitalize on this, please?
Yo, it's not Henry Cavill, so you shouldn't get mad about that. It's not Zack Snyder. It's Brandon Routh. Just give him the goddamn thing. But they bring him back as the Atom in CW Armageddon. I'm like, come on.
Which was complete ass, by the way.
No,
I watched it.
nope.
Awful.
No.
Awful.
Oh, you what? Yeah, I can only imagine. No,
Awful.
I purposely I haven't watched a CW show in a while when it comes to all that. Just because
terrible.
it started hurting. It just started hurting.
It started hurting. I've been paid.
And even Kelsey was agreeing with it. She's like, yeah, this is just terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just ugh. So I mean, the fact that you're gonna do that kind of stuff, but you still don't want to put him in the Superman suit again is crazy to me.
I don't get it. I don't
get that. I don't get that. I don't get that. You bring Jared Leto and Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire hasn't been in fucking movies in forever. You bring him back. You're able to bring him back as if he never left.
Yeah.
As if neither of them ever left. They pick up, they act as the characters. You get nothing but excitement and joy in seeing them. And they put the costumes on too. They're not like a Tom Welling asshole who won't put on a Superman costume.
Yeah.
I mean, yo, they're in shape. They look good. And huh?
That's not a bitter point in your life.
Oh, it's a bitter point. Oh, it's a bitter point. 10 fucking years of watching Smallville, I get a CGI fucking Superman. Are you fucking kidding me? And not only you get the corny ass shirt rip where he has it like a half-assed Superman thing. Fuck that shit. I don't want to be. I don't want to be typecast as Superman. What the fuck are you doing now, buddy?
Nothing.
Jackass. Fucking asshole.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Fucking
Epic rant.
No,
I
fuck
love
that.
listening to you.
Caleb, what you got? So glad Ryan Reynolds won't come back as Green Lantern.
I'm still on this.
What?
Right.
What, Caleb?
Not what you're talking about.
Caleb, you never know. Yeah, dude, you never know with any of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Electro. Here we go. Everybody was worried. Yo, and they showed him in his blue. You saw him in that TASM, that TASM 2 blue. You saw that. And then they justified why he changed.
Yeah. I think it was mostly because Jamie Foxx like, listen, I'm coming back, but you ain't putting me in blue.
Yeah, you ain't putting me in that fucking whatever the hell you.
But he was good in the movie. I liked it. I thought he was.
I enjoyed him. I thought he delivered all his lines perfectly.
Right.
They weren't. It's like he was kind of. I wouldn't say he was the comic relief for all those guys, but he kind of was. But it still was delivered with purpose and a menacing kind of way in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked. Did you ever see that movie on Netflix that he did? Power, I think it was. You know,
like that with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, they take the pill. This guy.
Yeah,
he's always good, and I feel in a lot of movies that he's in. It's just he doesn't always pick good movies. That's just kind of the thing with Jamie. What do you got here, bro? Forrest? What do you got? Electro. I just thought you'd be black. Oh, okay, yeah. I just hope there's a black Spider-Man out there. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I think there will be one. Maybe in the MCU or the TASM verse. I honestly think, I don't know about you. I'll ask you next, of course. I don't think we're going to see a Miles Morales live action for a while, personally, because you've got Into the Spider-Verse, and they're killing it with that. Yeah, and then you got, as they say, part 1 coming, so that means there's obviously another part to this. I don't think you ruin what you're doing with that and throw him into the live action. How about you?
I think, we got Across the Spider-Verse, which looks amazing, by the way. So super excited to see that. Yeah, I think what you want to do is build up Miles just a little bit more, build up Tom, and then eventually they will do a live action Miles Morales. I think he'll be in the TASM universe and not the MCU. Because what I would do is I would make Andrew Garfield be the mentor for Miles Morales.
Ooh, good point.
I think Andrew would have a better rhythm, a better chemistry with Miles instead of Tobey Maguire. So that's what I would do personally. I
agree with that. That's a good point, bro. Yeah. What you got, Caleb? To be fair, Venom is anti-hero. Yes, I did say that. I agree with you too. Okay, in the comics, in some stories, yes, I remember him from the Spider-Man cartoons where they did that, especially to help Spider-Man fight Carnage.
Okay. Did Carnage die in Let There Be Carnage? I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't seen it. I have no idea. Maybe he did. Who knows?
Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, let us know because it's okay to spoil that. I don't really care. I'm gonna watch it regardless. See how it was done. What do you got, Caleb? Neil, do I have to send you $200 super chats to come on the panel?
We don't have super chat.
There's no super chat yet, bro. I'm approaching 400, but
There you go.
There ain't no super chats yet. Caleb, one day I'll let you on. I just know you get triggered and you say some shit you shouldn't say. Poor little guy. You got to come to more streams, sucker.
No.
Arkham with no
Unhinged
graphs.
does not get
Caleb, why don't you? There you go. Arkham's like DC.
Big fight.
There's a DC comment.
I'm surprised Arkham liked this movie since there was a Batman in it.
Yeah. I was telling like, bro, you gotta. There's more to life than Batman. It's okay. It was cool to see that preview on the fucking big screen. That was cool.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it on my screen.
Yeah, they played it on mine. I was like, ooh, I like seeing
the Batman. Oh, looks so good, by the way.
Yes. Super excited to see how they tell the story in that. Just from the preview.
Yeah.
Who aren't I?
You don't have to, but I'm gonna tell you to. I'm always gonna buy you a ticket so you get fucked.
They're expensive, so I have to go.
Yeah, hey, Caleb, why don't you like the Green Lantern? Just interested. I'm just wondering. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Caleb, when Sony casts me as Miles, I'll send you tickets. You're gonna be in the Boondocks when I do a live.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what you're gonna be in. Guys, say thank you to Sylvie from Loki to cause this, bro.
Boy.
Marcus,
He's still on this.
Marcus, brother, you dive into so many deep elements of Marvel. It's impressive. So I appreciate it when you send me these things. There's a lot of shit I don't know. But I'm like, okay, sir. I don't think
have you been keeping up with Hawkeye?
No, I haven't watched one yet because I'm waiting for Kelsey on that. So certain things I have to wait for. I have to start Witcher too, bro. I haven't even watched Witcher. I got so much shit to watch.
But do you know the big reveal in Hawkeye?
What, Kingpin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew they were tying him in.
So I was wondering, are they gonna tie him in with Tom Holland Spider-Man for the next trilogy?
I would think so, bro. I mean, if you're putting Matt Murdock in this now, Charlie Cox, you're gonna use Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin now. Hawkeye, they're directly in this. I just don't know what they're gonna do, because I personally, I'll read your comment in a second there, Caleb. I don't know if I'd rather see Charlie Cox's Daredevil go into his own solo movies or can you just give him a series again? Give him Kelsey's down with a series. I'm down with it. I think that character is better fleshed for a series personally. And then if you want to put them in a movie, team them up with Spider-Man or something to that effect. I don't know if I need a solo Daredevil. You?
TV series. I prefer TV series. My concern is there's been talks about a soft reboot, which I understand why they would do it. I don't want that because I want them to continue, where we left off. Yeah, especially in a cliffhanger. So just if they do a soft reboot, and to completely erase everything that came before, I'm just like, I
don't know that. I mean, I love that he's back.
Yeah.
So it would definitely upset me a little bit though if they did do that, Truth, because I absolutely love the Daredevil series.
Oh, so good.
So good. And I know some people weren't always high on Punisher, but I really enjoyed that series too because the introduction of Punisher in season 2 of Daredevil,
phenomenal. Best.
Bro.
No complaints.
Not at all. Yeah, so good. I remember when I got Kelsey on that fucking series. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, I miss those times when I had you fucking watching all that shit for the first time.
And that's going to be interesting because if they introduce the Punisher, how are you going to do that on Disney Plus?
I don't think you can. Now, doesn't Disney Plus have a contract with Hulu?
I'm not sure about that.
Something to the effect of that. I mean, all these fucking things are intertwined because Disney they own Fox. Disney owns Fox, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hulu's big with Fox.
Yeah.
Because I have all these streaming platforms. So I'm like, if you're gonna go edgier,
I would say probably
you go to Hulu with Daredevil. But then they say Moon Knight's gonna be pretty ruthless, and that's gonna be on Disney.
I mean,
Plus.
I'd say probably.
It's not like Disney doesn't go violent. It's just, I guess it depends on the character.
Yeah.
I don't think they wouldn't do it.
I don't know.
I think they wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know, but like what we saw on Netflix, you would get on Disney Plus. I know that, not that. So I'm thinking you'd have to send that shit to Hulu. That's me. That's me though. I have no idea. I don't know how that all works. What you got, Caleb? Because his Green Lantern reminded me nothing of Hal Jordan. In the comics I've read and the movie around him made me not like him. Oh, okay. We're just talking about Arkham. That's great, Caleb. That's great. I honestly don't think Andrew was redeemed.
Go read your
What? Quote unquote. He was already a great Spider-Man and Peter Parker from the jump. Oh, well, Caleb, I know you were a big fan of that, and so am I, but you still redeemed his character, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Regardless of your personal opinion toward it, you redeemed it for the masses that didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Is what we're trying to say. So, yeah, no, he was redeemed, bro.
Yeah.
He was redeemed.
100%.
No one's ever going to hate on Tobey because Tobey was the first.
Yeah. People love Tobey Maguire. Especially now.
Yeah.
And now he's being introduced to a new generation who probably never saw Tobey Maguire.
He came back, bro. He came back, put the costume on, and did it with grace. Yeah. So you're like, yeah, you got it. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Marcus, I already read this. I just want to say, Neil, people on Twitter, film Twitter to be exact, were complaining about the audience reaction being wild and clapping and cheering being wild. Yes, Marcus, to comment on what you sent me earlier. I told you, don't worry about these people. Stop reading this shit on Twitter. Stop watching any channels that do that. Anybody that talks about woke or
shut up.
bibbity.
You aren't going to ever say that word?
Woke dot. Oh, it's what is it? W.O. K.E. I couldn't spell for a second. It's all bullshit, bro. When you gotta, none of us. I always say, what, you're waking up? When you're gonna sit there and say that kind of shit, these are people that are butthurt about the fact that their indie films were put up against that. If you're gonna put your indie film up against an IP like Spider-Man, Justice League, fucking any other superhero movie, you're a jackass. That's what people gear toward. When you go to the movies, you want to be entertained. We live in a world of entertainment. We're not, like, oh, West Side Story was screwed because of Spider-Man. Motherfuckers, West Side Story was made back in the day as a musical. Musicals don't really kill it anymore. That was an era back then. Trying to bring that back now, I don't know what's wrong with you. Huh?
Still might be an Oscar movie.
Oh, no, Oscar movies, this, that, the other. But when you go to the movies, you want to be entertained. You're paying $20+ to see. Huh?
I think that's why I don't want to go.
Yeah, well, when you're going to go, you're going to pick and choose what you want to see. So I'm going to see big style movies. You know what I mean? I can watch a West Side Story at home and be, oh, that was really good. It was this, it was that. It was done so well. It had so many integral parts. Wow, they really delivered this and that. And then when they're talking about fan service, people clapping that, you think people aren't fucking singing in the theaters when they see that or going, ooh and ah, and they're paying fan service to people that remember the old IPs from West Side Story and all this kind of crap? Yes. So when you hear that, Marcus, those are narratives, bro. Those are people that are just trying to bait you and bring you in and say, see, these are toxic assholes. You don't want these people. This is why cinema's dead. Martin Scorsese said it. Didn't Martin Scorsese like Zack Snyder's Justice League?
No, just
what the fuck are these people talking about? These are just booger eater people, no different than us, going out there on Twitter, and they have their genre of people that are going to sit there and all polarize one thing. And then another one's going to go at this. Yo, this is the problem with social media. But it's also up to the individuals to understand what it is. It don't matter. If you fucking like what you like, stay with that.
Yes.
Stop sending me that shit. I get tons of that. I always yell at them. No. You're talking about Green Lantern Arkham. I'm like,
oh, Lord.
You need me to.
Neil,
You're still being too nice.
Who, me?
It's obvious.
Oh, what's that?
That's obvious. If you keep sending it to you, you're being too nice.
Yeah, I know.
Just let me respond. It won't bother you
Kelsey's
no
like,
more.
don't worry, I got this shit.
Yes.
Anthony,
Won't
what you
bother
got,
no
brother?
more.
Neil, do you agree the Flash movie has a tough? I said this at the beginning of the stream. I go, the Flash movie's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I really don't know what they're gonna do.
Fucked. It's fucked. It is fucked.
You can't
There's
compete
no
with this.
way.
Like you just not.
I mean, honestly, truth. I mean, I'm still gonna get giddy seeing Ben Affleck's Batman,
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Keaton's
of course.
Batman on screen together. But as a movie as a whole, whatever it may be, whether it's not a bad movie or not, it's not going to compete with this because there's no built universe that leads to it. There's a convoluted mess of movies that came out that you say, oh yeah, okay, they taught this and that. Not really.
Yeah.
You know,
And
because
most of the movies like didn't really hit all that much either at the box office.
No. And you have your Snyderverse, but that's not the Snyderverse. So when you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, no, they're fucked. They can't with this. They can't. They can't. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say it's going to be a piece of shit movie, but if you're comparing the two, no, they're fucked.
No. Yeah. And DC doesn't really have, the equivalent of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, right? They have Michael Keaton, which is cool. They have Ben Affleck, but George Clooney? Who's going to be your third Batman? George Clooney.
I mean, you got to bring Christian Bale back.
No, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna hit. What do you got? Marcus Doctor Strange 2 news, guys. Oh boy. Michael Fassbender will be back as Magneto and Mr.
Well, Mark, if that's true, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Shut up. Why would you want to know what's going to happen in Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I don't want to know.
You don't know. You saw the preview. You got excited. Yeah, bro, the kid next to me, because I got excited through the movie, right? And I saw that. When I saw that come out, I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go. Because he was getting ready to go. I'm like, bro, I don't think you want to go.
Yeah.
You might want to wait to the end of the movie. And Kelsey's like, yeah, I know there's something at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, like that octopus looking thing with an eye, and he's like, yo, is that blah blah? I'm like, and he looked at me, I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, yeah.
It looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm like, ooh, evil Doctor Strange. I'm like, all right.
Is that from the What If version, the evil Doctor Strange?
I guess
I'm assuming it's so.
That. I mean, that what if was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they're tearing that from, but it kind of like having What If come out and then you see that. That's like where Marvel does well because
Synergy.
they're like, exactly. They're like, oh shit. So for people that don't know the deep riffs of the comics, they'll be like, wait, we saw that in What If? Oh shit, you're getting that live action? Yeah, so you're like,
You have Wanda now, going to be like a main part of the movie, which is cool.
I really enjoy her rendition of Wanda. Like with what you got, Elizabeth Olsen. I just tongue twisted my lip. But she kills it with that. And then like when you're seeing that interaction, you're like, yes, oh my god, let's go. Good. Yeah, that movie's gonna be off the hook. Yeah. And then everybody getting worried about because they did like extensive reshoots, bro.
I'm not worried about it. It's Marvel. That's why I'm not worried. That's why I'm not worried about it.
They put a word in front of it, extensive. Yeah. So everybody loses their mind. The Flash has Michael Keaton Batman who's got COVID-69.
Here we go.
He got COVID. I'm over that, John and Emily. Bro, you're so full of shit, Marcus, because I swear to God, every time you talk about that, I think you're doing that. You know that's exactly what he's going to do when that happens.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Exactly what he's going to do. You're not over that. You're so full of shit. The fact that you say it means you're not over it, sir. What do you got, Ant? I guess if Miles show up, it probably will be in Tom's Spider-Man 5 or 6.
No, I think
it would be more. Yeah, he would be more in the TASM, bro. It makes more sense to put him in that than it does with Tom Holland because Tom Holland's Spider-Man is just becoming Spider-Man now.
Yeah. After 6 movies?
Yeah.
6 movies.
Yeah. But you see, it all kind of like felt right because throughout those movies, he was never really a Spider-Man. He just had the suit.
Yeah.
That was kind of it. That was kind of it because Tony Stark kind of, interfered with that. What do you got here? Caleb, I agree with that. Tom, not even a fully developed Spider-Man yet. I think as soon as Tom is fully done and animated films are done, then we'll see Miles. Yeah, that's kind of where we're trying to go with that. Because you're killing it with Miles in the animated universe. And he only had one movie. And now by showing that latest preview that gave you nothing, you got more excited for what is coming with that. Because I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be more accustomed to Miles now. So especially the reaction from when Jamie Foxx said, "I'm sure there's a Black Spider-Man." The fact that people cheered, it's like, okay, Miles is getting more popular now.
It's coming.
I mean,
it's definitely coming. You could have Miles in the I guess if we're saying it. I mean, Anthony. Caleb's laughing. I don't know what you guys are laughing about. Could have been when I was losing my mind. Looks like the MC. Looks like the Fantastic Four movie will suck. They're going to make them young. Would have. Why, Marcus? Why?
Well, we don't know yet, right?
You don't know shit. Stop watching all these fucking pooper scoopers. God damn, guy. Fuck, Marcus.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Marcus, I'm only fucking with you too when I yell at you, buddy. Ferris. Well, I know you're not. Yeah, Kelsey's not. Ferris, what do you got? Next trilogy is gonna.
I threw you out last year.
Oh, she did. Yeah, she did time your ass out. Next trilogy is gonna drop the whole home titles. Oh, I hope so. Since Peter is heading to college, I had a feeling that Oscorp is going to exist, and Harry Osborn will be the best friend. Black Cat should be the girlfriend. Okay, see, you guys know so many deep riffs with certain things. I'm like, I don't know. But will they introduce Oscorp in that? You would have to now if you're doing 3 more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why I can't see them not doing that. Caleb, Shane Walsh as Punisher was perfect casting. Oh, yeah, because I heard that Bart Berthol, or however you say his name, he doesn't want to come back and do like a corny kind of like invitation into coming back into the MCU because I don't think you can put his Punisher in the MCU. I personally don't.
Yeah, it would be too tonally different. Like, so
I don't
think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I could be totally wrong. I don't see that. I don't see his Punisher coming. You could bring Punisher in, but not his.
Yeah, and you can't really make a PG-13 Punisher. Like you can't water down the character because fans are gonna be like, no, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't want to see this. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Me neither. Disney owns Hulu. Okay.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. It makes the most sense if you're going to do something like that. The last MCU Spider-Man movie should end up with a happy ending. Peter marrying Mary Jane Watson, not the forcefully added Mary Jones Watson, but hey, I doubt that will happen. Well, there's no see. The reason I don't think that doesn't work now is because the way they tied all these together, they all had their different style MJs. That was another thing that they addressed in this movie. So there's another problem people had, like, that's not MJ. No, he's just with Gwen Stacy. And that's now you had them all explain it in this movie. When Andrew Garfield was like, well, my MJ, Gwen, and then this, so hey.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, like, was there ever an Uncle Ben in Tom Holland's universe?
No.
Yeah, so Marissa Tomei was basically the Uncle Ben.
She was the Uncle Ben, right? Yeah. So, and that was another thing that they did. Like, you're telling. They showed you that we were telling different Spider-Man stories. Now, obviously, let's be honest here that they didn't know they were doing that back then.
Yeah,
they left it open where they can do that. They left that open where they can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, well, that's just part of writing now.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Toby is
Stop
there.
it.
Stop. No way, bro. That's why you're not allowed out. I did love Toby in this film, though. There's no way you couldn't love Toby in this film.
Yeah.
If you didn't smile when he came in, oh, man.
It was so good.
So good. That whole scene. That's why I can't wait to go see this again. I really can't wait to go see this. What do you got, Arkham? Neil's going to go full rant mode on Marcus. No, I ranted a little bit earlier. What the fuck? What the fuck? I missed. You missed a lot, bro. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're gonna
man,
be
you're like
ending-
mad late.
You're mad late, Batman Beyond Gaming, because I'm gonna be ending this shit because I gotta eat some din din. It's too early for DC to make a multiverse movie. Yeah, we know that. We know that, Lucas. And that's what we were talking about earlier. They're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
What
fucked.
they get. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. They're lucky it's coming out later, so by the time it comes out, people will be ready for another style thing.
Hmm.
But will it hit for us fans that know too much about everything that's going on? We don't know.
It's also just
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it's not. It's not because you haven't had a Flash,
No,
and
it's
the
Spider-Man.
Flash isn't comparable to Spider-Man. He's not.
Spider-Man
really
is
not.
iconic.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Yeah,
is super.
And we only had
iconic.
like one movie with Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Right, and it was in my mind just Zack Snyder's Justice League. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's just the way that goes. But I mean, we got epic shit with that, but
Yeah.
still,
We need a little bit more.
you need more before you get what we're getting. Because Andrew is getting more praise. Is Spider-Man No Way Home? Do you think it's more likely for him to get Amazing Spider-Man 3 more than Tobey Spider-Man 4? Yes, Arkham. I don't see Tobey getting a Spider-Man 4 right now. I do see them saying, because you got to look at the ages too. You look at you see Tobey, he's up there. He's up there. You could see it by the ears. That's what I was saying.
Those big ears.
Those big ass ears. I'm like, ooh, getting them old man ears. But he still looked good. He still looked healthy with what they were doing. But then you're looking at Andrew Garfield, and that boy looks like he hasn't aged.
Yeah.
He really
always
doesn't.
has that baby face.
He's got the baby
Yeah.
face.
He's almost 40 too, which is insane.
That's insane. That guy's 40. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be 40. So fuck you. I think I should like to have that
Look
look.
at 25.
Yeah,
Oh,
looking
look
slick,
at
you know.
him.
But I mean, I see him getting more of a push
Yeah.
now because
And Andrew
it-
wants to come back too, which is another thing.
Yeah, he really looks like he wants back. He wants back at this because I think he got fired, right? Because he like went off on like an exec or
Something
some
like
shit.
that, yeah.
Something to that effect.
When Spider-Man 2 came out, and it's like, well, the reception's not that strong, so let's just fucking cancel everything.
Exactly. Yeah,
He got
exactly. That's kind of what they did. Marcus needs holy water and Jesus. Oh man.
Well, that's gonna help that guy.
No, I don't think anything will help him. John will come back as Punisher. He's probably going to ask a lot of money, and Kevin Feige is going to give it to him. Yeah, money always talks. Maybe. It's just the fact that how do you tie that Punisher into that universe? That Punisher is ruthless.
Yeah. Well, how do you tie Daredevil into this universe? That's going to be interesting too.
That's another thing, but you could see the evolution of Matt Murdock's character with Charlie Cox through his 3 seasons. Yes, the way you left him off in that, you can definitely evolve him depending on where you pick up in the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his delivery of Matt Murdock and Daredevil, we all love it. Yeah, we all love it. So whatever you decide to do with him, I think let it be on board.
Yeah.
I really do, because I just love his deliveries.
So good.
It's so good. It's just so good. God, this thing is so slow sometimes.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, I don't have much of that. Okay, what you got, Ferris? Wow, paragraph. If I'm not mistaken, Mary Jane Watson was going to be in The Amazing Spider-Man 3, playing by, yes, we saw the set pick for that. And they would introduce the symbiote that should have led to the Venom spinoff with Tom Hardy. I don't know, bro.
Well, they can always bring her back, Shailene Woodley.
Yeah.
Or just
she's not fucking doing anything either. None of these actors are doing anything. So why wouldn't you want to? I had a feeling that Marvel Studios is gonna have a lot of negotiations with Disney regarding their R-rated characters from Daredevil to Punisher. I heard Moon Knight is gonna be hyper violent. Yes, I also heard that too. Don't know if that's true or not. We shall see. In the preview, he's beating the living shit out of somebody.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna be interesting.
And you also saw Tom Holland beat the living shit out of Willem Dafoe, and Willem Dafoe beat the living shit out of Tom Holland. So you can do this. You can be stylistic. It's just some people want to see blood and guts constantly. I don't know. I mean, sky's the limit right now with what they can do with all these characters in my mind.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. So
And right now, like Marvel is just firing on all cylinders. And you could see
Yeah.
like their plan just building slowly but surely. You could see it. It's
Yeah.
Like,
and
with DC,
bro,
just like, what the fuck are we doing?
yeah, DC's like, oh shit, Zaslav, please come in.
What are we doing?
What is going on? Mass hysteria. Because you look at where they can go. The sky is the limit to wherever they want to go. And
Yeah.
at no point in time do you not think that they can deliver. I really don't think that they can't deliver. Marvel just has where they need to be. They've built this foundation. They can keep going from here on in. Not everything's a home run. No, not everything's worth a movie theater go or a watch. Not everything's going to hit with everybody, but they constantly keep tying everything together. And you're like, you sons of bitches.
That is good. And by the way, what do you think of the Statue of Liberty now being like the Captain America shield?
I thought that was interesting, but then they also got rid of it. They also destroyed it too.
Oh yeah.
They did destroy it because that was. It's gonna be
Disrespectful.
Oh, what do you got, Mark? Oh, Marcus is going. Marcus, what you talking about? Ferris, World Yup. I told you guys, Casey Walsh said that this is gonna push the PG-13 rating to the max. Are we talking what? Oh, he's talking about. He's talking about Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna become a Marvel. Dude. Well, you gotta think of it, right? They're delivering what you want to see, and everybody said, "Oh, what's Marvel gonna do in their next couple phases?" Now you see what they're doing, and it's pretty good.
It's good.
So it's pretty good. So it's like, stay tuned. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna go away from DC. We just gotta wait and see what they eventually finally figure out to do. Like, I mean, you got Peacemaker coming, but that's just like a side. That's like all right. I need some entertainment, some background shit going on. All right, this will make me laugh. This can be entertaining, but it's not tying into anything great.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right.
Yeah, I hope it's entertaining, but just like I don't give a fuck about Peacemaker.
No. So you hope it's tying into something, but I don't know.
Yeah. Just
what is this? Ghost Rider is another character that is going to be hard to show up because it's under Marvel Studios plus Disney's hand. I bet Disney is saying no flaming skull appearing. I don't know about that, bro. No, I don't know about that, bro. I can't totally agree with that. They'll bring Ghost Rider in. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Come on. You had him in fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I don't know where to go with that. Huh? No, it wasn't. No, not for a TV series. Yeah. I love. Marcus, what is this? I love Spider-Man. I don't care if your West Side Story remake bombed. He's still going off about that. Marcus, you get triggered by so many silly people. Shitmaker by Anthony. There you go.
Pissmaker. There you go.
Oh my god. So, anyway, Irregular Nation, we're gonna end this. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, and I gotta eat myself some chicken parm sandwich. So it's an exciting time when it's time to eat. Plus, we got
man.
Wow. So, anyway, Truth, please let them know where they can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at Truth31The. You can find me at Instagram at Truth1The. I forgot. I just started my Instagram.
I think it's Truth1. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Truth1, something like that. Yeah. Fuck you two ever reported me. You can also find me at Discord at the Truth31. And Neil, always a pleasure. Thank you for having me on. And
course,
man, Spider-Man No Way Home. Fun time. Trash Holland no more. He is now Tom Holland.
Oh shit, that's awesome, dude. All right, man. I'll see you on the flip side.
All right,
Peace
man.
out.
Take care. Bye, Kelsey.
All right, man.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.
All right, man.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, brother. Peace.
So you never ask where they can find me.
You can find you here.
Or Hope Productions 09.
Oh, at Hope Productions 09 on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, she doesn't even know, everybody. So, Irregular Nation.
You never asked me, so that's just rude.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I'm a
I'm so
guest.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
God, I thought I was a guest. I'm not a guest.
Oh my god. Oh
You
my
just say
god.
I'm
Can
not
I
a guest
can I do
now?
my closeout? Can I do my closeout?
can't.
No, I'm not allowed. I mean, my god. Jesus.
No.
Irregular Nation, thank you for tuning in tonight. This has been a fun time. It has been a Spider-Man No Way Home spoiler review, and it was awesome.
I didn't know where you were
So
going.
I didn't know where I was going with that either. So
Okay.
everybody, please go hit that like and go hit that subscribe and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side with this guy, the Irregular Neil. I don't know why you wouldn't want to. So I'm going to leave you all off with a little something right here. Because remember, when you come in to Neil's club, this is something that can happen to you. So everybody, have a good night. I'm going to leave you off with this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.
And everything, and all of a sudden I heard something go, Charlie Murphy!